I've been schooled on what a friend is. I did a video not too long ago that was one of my first videos that actually got some traction, and it was about no friends in retirement, a simple fix. And in that video, I kind of explained how to get friends, and I said I had plenty of friends. And so I've been corrected about that, and I want to explain why. So let's get into it. Well, first of all, there was a very popular video saying no friends in retirement, and it explained the problem very good. It was very popular, but it was not really any solutions in the video. And I said, "Aha! I know the solution. I know how to address that." So on the way back from the bocce court one day, I pulled over to the parking lot, got out with my phone, and I recorded that video. And I think that was my first video that got 10 or 15,000 views. A big deal, a real big deal for me. But I also got many, many comments, and people would say things like, "I don't want any friends in retirement." And then quite a few people said, "You don't really have friends. The way you explain it, they're not friends, they're acquaintances." The conversation went on to talk about friends at work. You thought were friends, and they're no longer your friends, or they were not really friends after all. And people expressed being hurt by friends, and they don't care to go through that again. Many things. And so I took note of those comments, and I actually did a follow-up video, "No Friends in Retirement, My Choice." Now, both of those videos got a lot of comments. It was kind of a hot issue with people. And speaking of hot issue, I don't know what it's 93 degrees out here in Atlanta, and I got a long sleeve shirt on. Does that tell you something? I'm not getting old, I don't think. Responding to the comments, I've got some very good comments. I completely understand better what a friend is and what an acquaintance is, and I do see that. I do agree. The reason I'm doing this video is because Eric, he's the ideal retiree. He does it right. If you'd like to know what a good retirement looks like, check out Plain Air Eric. He made a comment just a minute ago, and he said, "I went to the senior center and I enjoyed it. We had 4 or 5 people, and we had a good little group, and we had fun doing stuff at the senior center." Well, that grew to 6 or 7 or 8 people, and then a little bit bigger, and then they started going out socially. They started going maybe to get a drink or something, or going out maybe to dinner or something, things like that. He said, "You know what? I really would rather just be friends at the senior center and do stuff with them rather than get it so involved in the social activity. I'm not sure I'm ready for that." So I think a lot of people feel like that too. I've been involved in several different groups here at my 55 plus community, the pickleball group, and I got really good friends with a bunch of people there. And then I changed over to bocce, and I'm my bocce friends. I played softball. I got my softball friends. You met my walking friends last week. That's one of my best group of friends. And yeah, I still call them friends. I think they are friends. But I do see what people are talking about. When I played pickleball and I injured my leg and I was race walking and I didn't want to do that, I quit and I stopped going. And I went to the bocce courts nearby, but I didn't go up there to the pickleball courts after a while. And I think people, they took exception to that. They felt I gave up on them. And, we were not there a few times a week like I was before. So you time moves on. It's just like leaving work and you get some different friends. I got bocce friends. But even at bocce, I see the problem because one lady, and she was older, she was like 90 years old, but she was a joy to be with and play with, and she was a good shot in bocce, even at 90. Something happened to her and she quit coming. We did check up on her. We wanted to see what was wrong with her, and we wished her well. And we did talk about her, and we talked about her, and then we forgot about her. I mean, to be honest, we just forgot about her. And once in a while, every few months, say, "You know so and so?" Wonder what happened to her. Is she still living? I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I mean, that's pretty harsh. The other side of that coin, I should say, is say you're with a group like that and 2 or 3 people really want to be your friend. They start dropping over to your house. They start calling you every day. If you're gone one day, they want to know why, and they won't take just an easy answer. They want to know really why. So yeah, I can see, you if you want a friendship, that's a lot of commitment. On the other hand, man, there's a lot of pros and cons to this. On the other hand, if you have a true friend and you really do get some major problem, you need a support group. And so they may be there for you. This doesn't have to be complicated. I mean, we should be having fun, right? Shouldn't be enjoying people and enjoying retirement. But I do stand corrected. I do see there's variations in friendship, and I don't think I wouldn't discount my walking group or my bocce group one bit. I mean, I consider them friends. You may correct me on my terminology, but that's what I do. I mean, that's every week I play games with these people or walk with these people, and yeah, if you met Sally, if she had a flat tire someplace or needed to be picked up, every single person in the walking group would be more than happy to go pick her up or go take her to the doctor, or any one of us could ask for um, a um, a ride or something like that, and we'd be glad to do that. And if you're sick, they check on you. Um, they bring things over sometimes, food and stuff like that. And everybody here respects everybody's privacy. Nobody just shows up and knocks on the door. I mean, um, even people that know each other really well don't do that. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. That's what I've been thinking about. And I wanted to thank Eric again. Thank you very much for bringing that up. And what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you looking for? Are you talking about no friends at all? Are you talking about just those acquaintances? Would you mind having acquaintances but no friends that invade your privacy? What degree of friendship are you willing to go with? So that's a question for you. And do you have any friends? Do you want any friends? Okay. I wanted to get this off my chest while I'm thinking about it. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. Leave a comment, please, for all of us to know more about friendships.